If I could only own one snowblower that I own, a dual stage, which one would it be? You'll have to find out later. So starting is hands down the Honda. All you have to do, if the fuel is on, you just put it on switch, one pull every time. The Ariens, you have to do so much clockwise, rabbit to slow. You have to turn the key to fuel, push prime 3 or 4 times, start it. It sometimes takes like 4 or 5 pulls. This will start 1, 2 pulls max. Features, I would say hands down goes to Ariens for the price and features, because you get hand warmers and such. If you go like upgraded model, you'll get hand warmers. It's just, you also have a remote for a lot cheaper. You got the remote control, but hand warmers should be necessary. Hondas don't even have hand warmers for 3600, the high models, so that's kind of sad in a way. Price and resale value. The resale value is always Honda. So even if you bought it for like 3600 or whatever the highest one is, which is the 1332, that's not this one. It's the HSS. You could sell it for $3,000 easily and still, not lose much even after one season. But durability and liability definitely goes to the Honda too, because I see the friction disc. That's another thing. The friction disc go on the Ariens after, I'm seeing, like 4 to 5 years. You'll see rubber if you take the plate off underneath. They have videos on that, but the friction disc from the auto turn goes after a while. And these, the only thing I've heard of going was the drive shaft from pushing it too hard. So just be careful of that. Steering definitely goes to the Ariens because of the auto turn and stuff. Even the HSS, I looked at reviews. HSS, it still has tracks. So unless you have like a Honda, wheeled unit, it's still got tracks. So like when you're turning, it's still hard to turn. It's not going to turn on an axis, or it's just very difficult to turn. Parts, Ariens is cheaper. Honda, you got, the expensive parts. You're going to pay top dollar for the parts and such. Even, like the shear pins. This is wicked cheap, the shear pins to replace. They actually come free with it. You'll get 2 of those. But shear pins, there's so many of them on the Honda. You got 1 here, 1 down here. You got 2 here. So that's expensive too. But they'll last long, Resale value, throwing distance and power, definitely Honda. Unless you go like with the professional models of the Ariens, which will probably be close to, the Honda price-wise. I would just go with the Honda if you're paying that much for like a rapid track or whatnot. But this thing will go through snow banks, as you can see from my videos, no problem. This thing will lift up, like I've showed you. But this thing still, the Ariens still throws far, but the Honda will throw further. Transporting, the Honda, it'll go to the Honda because you're going up and down, the ramps. As long as you're going straight, back and forth, not like, turning or such. Yeah, the Honda is so much easier to transport in my case. Quick cleanups, definitely the Ariens. You got wheels versus tracks. Wheels is typically, faster. So if you hate winter and just want quick cleanups, I would just go with the Ariens. I'm not sure the longevity because I've had this 4 years, but I had a Honda 1132 before this. It was $19.99, no issues. So that tells you something with Honda. Maintenance, I would say, well, like taking out the auger and such, you'd have to split this. Like the rake supports broke, you'd have to split the machine to actually access the inside. This is great because you can take the pins out. There's 2 pins here, and you can just take this whole assembly off, and you can paint it or whatnot. So I would say it goes to the Honda for maintenance and stuff. easier to, you know, you don't have to split the whole machine. Fuel capacity, definitely the Honda. That thing lasts forever, fuel capacity wise. But in conclusion, I would definitely pick the Honda over the Ariens. If someone said you can only own one today, I would just grab my Honda. But the Ariens is still good. It's a good machine, but longevity wise, I'm not sure how long it'll last. Rapid Track, I heard they're built better. The Platinum's a little step up. This is the Deluxe Show, which is higher up than the Deluxe. I bought it at a retailer. But the Professional is, I heard it's built pretty decent too. But I'm hearing a lot of rust issues and such on the Ariens, even the Platinums. But the Honda, this thing, you can resell it too and get your money's worth. It's crazy.